What's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about the Enlightened Equipment Apex Torrid. Love it! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Most of you guys know I just rode 4,000 miles across the country, and I took with me the Enlightened Equipment Apex Torrid. So I was doing some research just about warmer, lighter clothing, and I stumbled upon the Apex Torrid. What impressed me right away was the weight, weighing in at 8.8 ounces. It immediately shaved 7 ounces off the Patagonia fleece I usually wear. So it's long sleeve, has a quarter zip with a breast pocket here. Also came with thumb holes, which I really like. What swayed me immediately was the weight, and it also had a hood. I figured I could give up the thumb holes and go for the hood. It just sounded like it would be much lighter and much warmer. That was a big thing right away, is shaving half the weight and having the possibility of being twice as warm. Very happy with this purchase. If you're familiar with Enlightened Equipment, this is the same material they would use on their down quilts. It's the same material on my Enlightened Equipment Revelation. Very warm stuff, very ultralight. So it's 10D on the outside, 10D on the inside. Or you could do 8D on the outside, 8D on the inside, which saves 1 ounce. It's a little bit more expensive though. The Apex Torrid's coming in at 175 bucks. This is a medium. I chose to go with a medium because, again, I was going to use it as an under layer. You know, I carry with me a warm Patagonia sweater coat, and it's extremely warm, and the combo of the two is almost too much heat. So I went with a medium. I would normally go with a large, but it wasn't going to be my main coat, so I went with the medium so I could wear layers over it, and it's just the right size. I'm glad I went with the medium. I wanted something a bit tighter to my body, like a fleece would be, so I could put layers over it. Smart wool long sleeve shirt, and then I had the Apex. That was my next layer to jump to. I felt like in my videos it always looked like I was overdressed, but it was just like the next layer I had, and I'm really glad I had it. I mean, it was extremely comfortable the entire trip. If there was ever a moment of starting to feel chilly, throw that hood on with the zip, and this thing is just a heat pump. There's not much to it, guys. You'll notice that there aren't any baffles. This isn't a down fill. It's the Apex synthetic membrane they use. It's incredibly warm. I carried the Torrid in my Aegis Max stuff sack. It was just so tiny. And then I later on started just, leaving this on the outside of the bike in a direction where I could just pull the coat out as I rode. It was extremely convenient. I love this coat. I'm so glad I had it. It really saved my butt. I spent a lot of nights in it. This is really just a great piece of gear. I'm glad I had it for the 4,000 miles. This coat will be on many trips to come after this. I feel like it's just the warmest, lightest thing you can get. So glad I stumbled on this coat, bit the bullet on the price, and just went for it. It is extremely light. It's well worth the cost. 2 small pockets here, YKK zippers, zipper here. No pockets on the inside, guys. Nothing extra with this coat. No baffles, no down. It's just what it is. You get a hood. It's really a great piece of gear. A simple elastic sleeves there. Fit tight to the wrist, which I found great. I put my riding gloves on and I would fit the sleeve over the glove itself, seal the wind out there. I wore this coat pretty much every day for 78 days. I didn't wear the coat much after I left Durango. I did wear it a few days down there. I know riding across the Navajo reservation, I had a couple chilly mornings. Getting into Arizona, that was really the only time I stopped wearing the coat, and it was just very, very hot out there. So really the last week of my trip, I didn't wear this coat, but I wore it just about every day up to that. I'd say I wore this every day for 70 days. Maybe you should do some laundry. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this coat, when this coat gets wet, it just sticks to everything. If you were riding and you were a little bit wet, if your arms were damp, it would really stick to the inside of this fabric. So when you put your arm through the sleeve, it would pull the inside of the sleeve out with it. Work the inner material back in the sleeve, maybe even reach in and pull it up through the sleeve there. If you were wearing this and it was raining and you had your raincoat on, if you were starting to build some condensation on the inside of your raincoat, the inside sticks to it, or if this was a little bit damp, if you were in a mist up in a cloud or something, you went to throw on your raincoat, again, the material just sticks to the inside of that raincoat. And the same thing kind of happens, guys. Or the whole sleeve would come up. I got a medium, so I can't really pull it up all that much. Like I said, guys, it is kind of tight to my body is what I was going for. When it gets wet and damp, it just sticks to everything. So I try to avoid any moisture with this coat. Other than that, when it's a dry, cool day, this is the coat to be wearing. It's absolutely so light and it fits into nothing. Bike's cool. Everything's cool.
We good.
The drawback with it getting a little bit damp to me doesn't really seem like any kind of drawback. If anything got wet, it's hard to work with, right? This is really a fantastic piece of gear and it will not let you guys down. That's about gonna do it for this video, guys. Can't speak highly enough of this little coat. This is a fantastic piece of gear and it will be on many, many trips to come. I will absolutely be wearing this next year on my upcoming off-road bicycle adventure. That's all I'm going to say about it for right now, but if you'd like to stay tuned and hit that subscribe button, follow along in the adventure, guys. Really helps out the channel, really helps out what I'm doing here at Traveling Through. Anyway, guys, this is the coat you want to be wearing. Stay tuned for more adventures, and we'll catch you on the road.